Soon, a new batch of college graduates will be hitting the real world, joining the thousands of other unemployed adults looking for a job.
But the competition for fewer jobs means you better stand out in a job interview process. So etiquette expert Aimee Symington joins us now with a few suggestions. Morning, Aimee.
Hi, Aimee.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good.
These are really good tips. Some of it seems common sense, but you say you'd be surprised at how many people don't follow some of these rules.
It's true. So when you do get an interview, you have to think about, first of all, is what am I going to wear to the interview? Now, if you are interviewing for a corporate job, then you definitely need to wear a suit. Make sure, or something like it,
yes.
That it is clean and pressed in a neutral color. Your shoes have to look good. I mean, you need to represent yourself really well, dressed as good as or better than the person that you're interviewing with. So for women, if you are wearing a skirt, you need to wear nylons. I mean, we hate it, but you really need to in an interview. You really do.
The fashion maven in me just wants to cringe at that, but okay.
No,
all
but
right,
just we don't want to look too sexy for a job interview is the idea. And same with a low-cut shirt. So you can't wear that. For women, and we might not like this either, but studies show that women who wear makeup are seen as smarter, more credible, and better at their job.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, wear a little bit of makeup for the job interview.
Okay.
Now, if you are not going for a corporate job, you don't have to wear a suit if you don't want to, but you do need to look nice. You need to look very nice, which means no jeans, no shorts, no flip-flops. I heard about a guy who wore flip-flops to an interview the other day, and he didn't get the job.
Surprise.
Just saying.
Right.
Or no T-shirts. So do look nice. You know, take time to really present yourself well.
Okay, I think that's
talking
very
about
good.
common sense, things that people should know. Tell me about cell phones and how they could cause problems in the job interview.
Right. Well, I like to tell people that when you're going for an interview, pretend like you are, as soon as you set foot into the building of the interview, it's like you're on stage.
Right.
So think of people watching you, everything you do or say. So first of all, turn off your cell phone, because if you're in the middle of an interview and your phone chimes a Lady Gaga song, for example, right. You know, not really looking so professional. So think about when you arrive early to the interview, showing your nicest manners, holding open the door for people in the elevator, have nice chit-chat. You have absolutely no idea who you might run into before the interview even starts. And chances are the interviewer is going to ask even the receptionist, so what'd you think of, you know, Colleen when she came in? So then when you finally do meet the interviewer, make sure that you give a nice firm handshake, not the dead fish handshake. You look them in the eye. You call them by their last name. So don't call them, hey, Colleen, how are you? Until they've actually given you permission to use their first name.
Yes, nice to meet you, Mrs. Symington.
Right.
Okay.
Right, exactly.
Very good. So be formal. Be formal. Not too chummy.
No, and so sit where and when they want you to, and in the interview, remember your communication basics. So look them in the eye, smile often, nod like you're actively listening, and then do something that's called neuro-linguistics programming, which is actually mirroring their style. People like people who are like themselves. So, for example, if the interviewer is very upbeat and talking quickly, show that energy. If someone is a little bit more quiet, serious, talking quieter, then you need to kind of mirror that same style, and that will bode very well for you in the interview.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a good tip too. You also say make a nice entrance when you do come in. That all gets back to the eye contact and the proper handshake.
It all does, because they're going to be looking at you, everything you say and do from head to toe. So what I try to think of is when you go into the interview is project that you are a confident, happy person, because people are drawn to people like that, and they want to be around you. And then also, we can't forget the very end of the interview is that you want to, of course, thank the interviewer for the interview.
Another common sense thing.
Definitely. And then write them a handwritten thank you note after the interview is over. You know, send it that day and just say, thank you for the interview. This is, you know, what I like about this job, and this is how I feel that I could do a good job for you.
Good. Aimee Symington, great advice. Aimee's company is called Finesse Worldwide. Finesse Worldwide. She'll be offering children's etiquette workshops on May 20th in Huntersville. For more information, go to finesseworldwide.com. Finesseworldwide.com. Aimee, we appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.